Okay, sixth grade, you are going to use today to create a robot. And to do that, you're going to need to use a variety of shapes, and you're going to need to use this selection tool at the top, the one with the black arrow. We're going to be using the rectangle. When you press and hold the rectangle, you'll see there is an ellipse, a polygon, and a star. We'll be using those four. So the rectangle, the ellipse, the polygon, and the star. Let's start with the square, the rectangle. When you are drawing on the right hand side here, this tells you the appearance of your lines. So we want the stroke, which is like the brush stroke, to be black and the fill to be white. The size of the point can be 1 or 2. It's up to you what you prefer. First thing we'll do is draw a rectangle by clicking and dragging and then releasing. To curve the edges of your rectangle, you will go to these dots in the corners. You can pick any one of those and pull in. It will round the edges. Now maybe you don't want it totally round. Maybe you do. It's up to you how you'd like to design your robot. I'll do mine about here. Now, another shape you can do is to take the rectangle and curve just part of it. Because right now what we did was we curved all of it, but maybe you only want to curve part of it, maybe for an eye. So we're going to zoom in. I want you to notice the difference. When I curve all of the corners, the dot is blue. But if I only want to curve one, I'm going to tap it and you'll see a black dot appear next to the arc behind the arrow. So take a look. See that little black dot? That means that I've selected that one corner and I can pull just that one corner. Okay, so I'll do that. And eventually I will copy that shape, but for now I'll keep it like this. I'm also going to show you how to tilt a shape. So let's say we do eyebrows. Click and drag. I'm going to curve all the corners, but this time I want to tilt it. So I'm going to hover near the corner. I'm going to hover and then tilt it in either direction. It's sort of like a swivel in either direction. I'll tilt mine this way. Okay. Now, I'm going to create an oval for the eye. So where the square is, I'm going to press and hold and go down to ellipse. Now I can press and pull to make a circle for the eye. So already my robot is starting to look like it has some features on it that I would like to copy and paste. So to do that, I'm going to go to the black arrow, touch the circle. It has a blue outline around it, which allows me to know it's selected. With my left hand, I'm going to hold Shift. And then I'm going to click the outside line for the eye, and then the eyebrow shape. Notice this blue box tells you that everything inside of that box has been selected. So now I'm ready to copy it. To copy, I'm going to press Command on my keyboard, press and hold Command, and then I'm going to press C. That lets the computer know I've selected this shape and I'd like to copy it. But it doesn't know where I'd like to put it yet. So to paste it, I go back to Command, but this time I'm going to press V as in Victor. All right, there is the duplicate. I can click on the dot and move it over to where I'd like it to be. So far it looks pretty good, but the eyebrows definitely don't look right. And I would probably prefer that the eyes are symmetrical. So I'm going to flip. On the right hand side over here is flip horizontally. So I touch this. Okay, that allows me to have the eyes symmetrical. All right. Okay, now I would like to add a nose to my robot. I'm going to go to a triangle. Now, a triangle is a version of a polygon. A polygon is a multi-sided shape. So I go to the polygon and then I tap the screen and it thinks that I want 6 sides. I have to tell it, no, I don't want 6 sides. I actually want 3. So I type 3 in, I hit OK, and there is my triangle for the nose. Now that's kind of a big nose for what I want for my robot, and I want it tilted the other direction. So I'm going to make it smaller by clicking and dragging the white box, and I'm going to tilt it by hovering near the corner, just like I did with my eyebrows, and just kind of rotate it around. All right, so that is good. I'm going to line that up in the middle, and I might even push it up a little bit. Okay, so now what I need to do is make the mouth. And for the mouth, I'd like to show you how to adjust a rectangle into a half a circle. I'm going to take my rectangle tool. And remember when we did the eye, we clicked on a corner and you could end up seeing the little dot next to the arrow. This time I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to click on 2 of the dots and do 1/2 at a time. So I'll click on this one. I have that, and I curve this side in. And this time I click on this one, and I bring this side in. All right, now I have a half a circle. All right, so there is that. Let's do a different type of polygon for the hat that it's going to wear. I'm going to click and drag. And with the hat, I'm going to adjust it so that it's tapered in at the bottom. And then to do that on my keyboard, I'm going to press the letter E as in eagle. And that gives me some options for just changing the perspective. So I'm going down to this third icon. The first one is constrain. I don't want that. I don't want free transform. I want perspective distort. That's the one I'm clicking on. I'm going to bring the bottom shape in. Okay? So that's the beginning of his hat. All right, so let's put a few stars on his hat. I think that's the only shape we haven't used yet. Star tool. So similar to the polygon, you can tell it how many sides you want for your star. So you'll tap, and it asks you if you want 5 points. You can make it 6 points or 3 points, however many points you want. I'll stick with 5. But I don't like the angle. So I'm going to go to the black arrow. I'm going to tilt it more like this, okay? And I'm going to shrink it in a little bit because I don't want it at that angle. To make it shrink in perspective to how it was drawn, hold the shift key with your left hand and it'll keep the same shape. All right, so I'll move this on. All right, so I want to copy this a few times, so I hit Command C and then Command V to paste it. Put one over here and one in the middle. All right. There is my robot so far. And I think we have gone over most of the things. Here's what I haven't done yet. I haven't shown you how to create some of the bolts. So in my polygon, I did mention that you can make other shapes. So I'll just do it out here on the side. I can tap, and instead of 3, I can choose 5, and it'll give me a shape like this. Oh, I could put that underneath, and I can make that a little bit bigger. I forgot to select it. Go to the black arrow, select the shape, then make it bigger. All right. All right, inside of this, I would continue to add more shapes. But let's say I'm done with my robot and I'm ready to hand it in. What I need to do is add some color. So to add color, I need to touch each shape one at a time and change the fill on the right-hand side. So keep doing that until you have all of your shapes filled in. And you can choose a variety of colors. It's up to you. All right, once you have all of these filled in, you're going to, I'll show you some examples of other ones that I've done. This is one that I created for our classroom project. And all of the shapes have been finished. I have shapes inside of shapes. And this one has all of the color finished. So what you'll do once you're done with the color is remove the outline. And you'll notice that the stroke has been changed to the red diagonal. That means all of the outlines are gone. To do that, on your keyboard, you'll touch Command A. Originally, my outlines were like this. They were black and they were a 2. It looked like that, which is still cute, right? Still very cartoony. But we're going for a flat design look. So if you want to get rid of the outlines, it's Command A that selects everything. Change the stroke to no color. And you end up with this. Okay? All right, so let's say our robot is finished and we are ready to save it and submit to Schoology. You're going to go to File, Save As, and we're going to keep the title Robot, but let's say we're going to call it Final. And we need it to stay in the Creative Cloud files, but I'm going to change, instead of it being Adobe Illustrator, I'm going to change it down to Adobe PDF. And then I'll hit Save. This is asking me, do you want to save a PDF? Yes, I want to save it as a PDF. And now you'll notice at the end of the title, there's PDF, okay? All right, so now what I'll do, I'm going to take you to Safari because I actually had this ready for you. Once this is saved, you're going to go to Schoology and you're going to actually type in schoology.dasd.org. Remember that Schoology does not have an A in it. It's the word school and then O-G-Y. To log in, it's first initial, last name, 01 or 02 or whatever your code is. And then your password is MC, 3 secret numbers, 2122, exclamation point. Okay? So log into Schoology, go to our art class, go to marking period 3, and look for the red folder. You're going to look for the robot assignment. It's number 8. It will look like this. You're going to tap where it says Submit Assignment. And then this box will appear. It won't be this large, but this box will appear. You're going to tap the first icon underneath Upload is File. So you're going to tap that. Then on the left, you'll look for Creative Cloud Files, and you're going to choose the PDF. Here's another robot I did a different day. So choose the PDF version of your robot and then click on the word Upload. And then this line here that says Robot Final, originally it was orange. When it's done uploading, it'll say Complete and it'll turn black. At that point, you can touch the word Submit and you're done, okay? And then you're ready to close out Illustrator. So you can go to Illustrator, quit Illustrator, and then go to the Apple to shut down your computer, and then you can return your laptop. Remember, the laptops are placed in the tray or in the cart with the number matching the layer that it's sitting on. So this is number 16, this one's number 17. And the white label should be on the right-hand side. Plug it in on the left, and you're all done. Good job, everybody. I look forward to seeing your robots.